Today, you guys join me for a pretty nice review. I believe that we're going to get into some car washing stuff and a review of some of the things that I'm using to help facilitate my car wash adventure. So first things first, three things that we're going to be talking about today are going to be my foam cannon. I will insert a screenshot here so that you guys can see how much it costs. I want to say that it was around $20 or so. Can't remember right off the top of my head, but I will insert that screenshot here. We will also be talking about a brand new hose that I've acquired, which is really, really nice. I love that hose. It's a copper style hose, and it was about $60 for 50 feet. And we're also going to be talking about my Sunjoe pressure washer. I've had it for a little over 6 months now, and I wanted to give you guys my thoughts on it. So, without further ado, let's get into the unboxing of the hose first, and then we'll jump into the car wash adventure. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you out there. All right, friends, Editor Cam from the future, and I have noticed that there are quite a few different price changes that have happened over the past 6 months for all of the products that I am reviewing today. So quickly to go over the copper hose, whenever I purchased it 2 weeks ago, I believe, it was $60. It is now $70, which is just crazy to me that it changed in 2 weeks or less. The Sunjoe is really the big one, though. We bought this, I don't know, maybe 6 or 8 months ago or so. I got it for $130. I guess that maybe there was some promotion or something. It is currently $229. So please keep that in mind. Today is October 8th, 2023, and I bought these about 6 months ago, around March or April or so. So, you know, just so that we're on the same page, I was talking about the price that I paid for them whenever I purchased the items. So if there are any discrepancies there, I do apologize. Links in the description below, though, if you would like to take a look for yourself and see what the prices are currently. The foam cannon, I believe, is about the same price. It's showing at $19.99, and you can apply a $3 coupon. So I do think that the foam cannon is probably the better item of, well, maybe I'll let you guys determine that for yourselves whenever we get toward the end of the video. But I do like the foam cannon. So anyways, let's get back to the video. Thank you again. Today we are going to take a look at the 2024 Pocket Hose Copper Bullet. We'll do a quick unboxing, and we're also going to take a look at my pressure washer that I have outside. It is a Sunjoe. I've had it for a little more than 6 months, and I kind of want to do a review on that. We're going to do a quick unboxing of this guy. I did quickly open it up, but I figured that I would take the liberty to show you guys what this Pocket Hose Copper Bullet is all about. It was about $60 on Amazon as of right now. It is the 1st of October 2024. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into it so that you guys can see what we're working with here. I'm really, really looking forward to replacing my current hose because it has seen better days. Okay, cool. So it does come with the sprayer, which is very nice. Has a few different settings on it. You know, you got all your shower settings and your this and your that. Really, really nice. Looking forward to using this. Feels good. It looks like you will, I'm not sure, it doesn't have a gun piece, so I think that it's just this guy that you use to go back and forth and select how much water pressure you want to use. And then here is the hose. It looks really nice and sturdy. I'm looking forward to it. I love copper stuff. So I went ahead and sprung for this hose. $60 is a little pricey for 50 feet, but you know, I have a thing where I try to justify a purchase at $1 a day. So if I use this for 60 days, then I can justify to myself that it was worth the purchase. And I will definitely use it because I'm always using hoses. So anyways, let's hop outside so you guys can check out the Sunjoe pressure washer that I have. Again, it's been used. So I have a few thoughts as far as like kind of a 6-month review on that pressure washer, but we'll go ahead and clean the car. I also have a cheap foam cannon. I'll put the link in the description, but we'll kind of do like a quick assessment of that too. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you outside in just a moment with all of the pieces put together. All right, so to start off the car wash adventure, we are going to be using 3 different buckets here. We have our wash, rinse, and extra rinse, aka sanitize. Both of these are just water. So over here I have my Sunjoe pressure washer. Welcome the Sunjoe pressure washer. It has been hooked up to the brand new hose. We're getting rid of that old green hose. It is time for it to be done away with. This is my foam cannon. Here is the brand of it so that we're all on the same page. Foam cannon tool daily. And again, this is the Sunjoe pressure washer. So quick thoughts on the Sunjoe pressure washer. I've had it for about 6 months and I like it, but there are some things that I don't necessarily love about it. This little guy here is supposed to be able to take the hose and coil it back up. It is not very user-friendly. After about 3 or 4 times of using it and fiddling with it, I decided, you know what, it's not worth doing anymore. We're gonna take matters into our own hands and just kind of circle it up here like you see that I've done. We are also just kind of putting the power cord up here as well. It just makes it easier for me. As far as function goes, I think that it functions very nicely. I really, really do like it. So I will show you guys how it all works. It's a little bit loud. I usually use my AirPods whenever I'm out here cleaning, etc., etc., etc. So we'll get this all plugged in here in just a moment, and we will foam down the car. It is going to be glorious. Now, I tried really hard to park in the shade, but as I was attempting to park in the shade, the sun is finding its way to me. So we are just going to have to work with what we've got. Let's turn this guy on. See what we got here. All right, just kind of letting the hose expand a little bit. I do like this. Now, this is nice. It's not losing any water here on the connector piece, which is a big deal because my green hose, the green hose, was losing all kinds of water here. So let's open it up and actually see what happens. Nice. So that's good. Both things are working as expected. There are no leaks here. My hose prior was leaking. That's part of the reason why I was waiting to do this review, is because I wanted to show you what was going on with this nice new hose that I got. So we'll go ahead and get the Sunjoe plugged in and we will wet the car down. I'll show you guys how I'm gonna get all of that started, and then we will foam it up as well. All right, so I've got everything plugged in to the power and whatnot. You guys can see it plugged in over there near the door. Before I turn it on though, I just kind of wanted to go over the length of the cable here. I believe that the length of the power cable is about 35 feet. I'm sure that it will show on the website whenever I put the information on the screen here, but I believe it's about anywhere from 25 to 50 feet. I'm gonna say 35 for now. Let's go ahead and fire up the Sunjoe. I'm gonna get my microphone close to it so that you guys can hear what it sounds like. Boom, there it is. So it is all charged up and ready to go. And whenever we press the old button here on the trigger, that's what we got. So this is what it sounds like, kind of loud. So that's why I normally use my AirPods. I'm sure that you guys can hear it even though I'm using a microphone. Anyways, let's get this guy all wiped down, or all sprayed down, and you know, let's get it foamed up. Feel so lost alone, can't be on my own. Gonna way back home, going back home. Yeah, I wish I could just follow. We've known each other for some time. Don't be afraid to drop your line. I just want to get to know you. Remover here, my special concoction of what am I using? I think I'm using Armor All and then maybe a touch of Dawn here. So that is what we've got there. you guys feel free to leave a comment below and let me know what you think about this Dawn combination that I'm using. Would you use this on your car? I am intrigued to know what your thoughts are. So we'll just kind of do the top little half here first. A nice thick, light wipe down. We'll go to our rinse it off. And then we'll go to our secondary rinse, aka sanitize, but it's just a secondary rinse. And then we'll come back in here. This water is hot, these two are cold. We'll just kind of continue down. So I'm applying light pressure here. I'm really not trying to like get in here and tear up the paint or scratch it. Anything like that is ill-advised. Just nice and easy, quick strokes, but hopefully getting all of it so that the car is actually a little bit cleaner than it once was. Get down here in this lip. You know, if I'm being quite honest with you, I don't love all of these little nooks and crannies and such down here. But once you've done it a couple of times, it's really not that. So let's just go ahead and rinse this off now, and then we'll get ready to do the foam cannon, and you guys can see just how much it really comes out. As you might have remembered just a moment ago, we spoke about what the consistency of this solution is. The same solution-ish is going to be in here. Hot water is in this foam cannon that we've got, and a little bit of Dawn, and a little bit of the Armor All car wash stuff. I'll take a picture of it and show you guys what it looks like. We're gonna pop this guy off like this. I'll put this in my pocket for now. We'll pop this one on. Okay, we heard it click, but I don't trust it. So I always want to try and like go off to the side before I throw it toward the car so that if it does eject, at least we've got that for us. All right, so we're gonna get ready here. 3, 2. Well, that didn't go as planned. The foam cannon was not very foamy, so we're gonna try again for round 2. Here we go.
Sitting in the stars, keep them locked up. Don't know how to get them out now. Wish I knew what, wish I knew what, wish I knew what was up now. Which way is up, which way is up, which way is up, I got that. Feeling like I'm on lockdown, feeling like that's a cop out. You kept me up, all that I know. I wish I could get up, but me up. Better
Sensitive that you talk that shit about me. Trinity, it's me and capital. Fuck up shit, you know. Just run around on these hoes.
Let it be, it's crumbling. Let's wash back into the sea.
Baby, they got nothing on me, chasing all my dreams. It ain't what it seems. They ain't in your team. Fuck these other guys, they can't get up to me. Fuck these other motherfuckers, they can't see me.
Let me hit a line, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'ma take my time, yeah, yeah, yeah. Is she about to slide, yeah, yeah, yeah.
My Neverland, feel like irrelevant. I just sent it, wanna take the death wish.
Death wish, I've been sipping on things I'm seeing with me. Only a trinity, no one gives a fuck about me, and I don't care. Long hair staring through the starlight. Afterglow, and I know I'm just feeling right.
See the starlight coming out tomorrow. Feel the sorrow.
My insides are hollow.
Trying to find the why, know that I can't pass by. Saying I don't deserve to breathe, I just wanna leave. Your raw unfiltered clarity.
Well, friends, unfortunately, our foam cannon didn't get the car as foamy as we might have hoped, but I don't want you guys to negatively associate that with the foam cannon itself. In the past, it has gotten nice and foamy. The issue with it is that the water from the house is super duper cold. So unfortunately, the foams are just not coming out. We let the car sit for about 2 minutes. I think that's about enough time. So now we'll go ahead and rinse it off. And then, you know, we'll go through and do a quick hand wash of the entire car.
Don't even know me. Again and again, it's back to the old me, back to the old me. Again and again.
Alright, so my secondary biggest gripe about the Sunjo here is that this hose is not long enough for me to walk all the way around the car comfortably. I have to go back over to the unit and move it around. So we're gonna go ahead and get to the hand washing part of this. I'm using one of these here turtle wax pads. You know, pretty standard. I'm sure that you guys can find this at Walmart or wherever you shop. But just gonna kind of go in here and then lay it on here. Again, this is nice and easy. We're not like rubbing hard and trying to scratch the paint with any residue that was left over. We're just kind of going over and gingerly wiping down the car. And we've started in the back because that is where the sun is, so I want to get this piece of it done before the sun gets too much further along, and wipe it or rinse it off so that everything is a little bit easier to deal with, and hopefully we don't run into a ton of water spots. That's the hope. There are definitely going to be water spots though. All right, I probably should have rinsed and then redunked this in the wash, but I was going a little bit quicker than I should have. Throw that in there and then we'll rinse it down, and the back is pretty much complete. Right, so we've rinsed that off. It is looking appropriate, and we'll just kind of go through with the rest of the car and get it all wiped down and rinsed off, and that will be about a video. Now, if you don't mind to come over here just a little bit, I would like to point out something in case you aren't aware and are thinking about getting a Model 3. Right here, you'll notice that there is a little bit of condensation buildup. This is pretty common for Model 3s, and if you notice the changes to the Model 3 refresh, codenamed Highland, they have changed this light bar to being all one piece and connected to the trunk, so that hopefully that will not happen in the future. But just worth noting that there is condensation buildup there, one of the weak points of the Tesla build quality. Now there is a reasoning as to why I'm trying to stay a little bit further back and just kind of quickly spray the car down. This paint is very, very soft. And as you can tell here, feel free to get in there and take a look. That actually happened one of the first weeks that I owned the car. The very first week I was washing the car with a pressure washer. at one of those nifty pressure washer car things that cost $10 for 5 minutes. You guys know what I'm talking about. There are also a couple of other little chips here, and I try to stay as far away from the car as possible whenever I'm doing the pressure washer, as if not to lose any more paint than has already been lost by pressure washing, rock chips, you know, any other environmental factors that may arise and cause one to lose chips. I think that my biggest pain point with the quality of the paint on the car is on the rockers. I feel like the Model 3s should be similar to the Model Ys, where there is some type of a different, I don't know if it's paint or maybe if it's plastic down there, but the Model Y's rockers do not look the same as the Model 3 rockers. And paint protection film would have been great if I would have gotten it at mile 0, but that didn't happen. So we're just gonna live with these rock chips. The car is named Scuffed. If you haven't seen that video, please go ahead and check out what naming the car was all about. You guys wanted a little bit of history lesson as to what has been happening with Scuffed and the transition from the Prius to the Model 3 Tesla. I think that that was a fun video, so it's probably linked up here if Editor Cam is doing his due diligence. And you guys can check out that video after we get done with this. The front is really the only place that is worth going over twice, in my humble opinion, because this is where the bugs collect. And I was always taught to clean your car from top to bottom. Trying to make sure that I implement that to the best of my ability. Now, you might have noticed that I didn't really clean the glass up top. That's fine. The glass up top will suffice with what we have already accomplished here today. And we are now going to tackle these rims. We're just going to kind of slap some stuff on here. Nice, easy wipe off, wipe down. This is more just to kind of get it wet again and get in here a little bit. I actually do have a rim cleaning device tool thing that I will be using, but this is nice to just kind of go over the entire rim and try and get some of the nastiness out of here. These rims were absolutely disgusting earlier. I don't know if we got a good shot of it or not, but trust me, they were. They were absolutely gross. Tool that I have that will help me rinse, or not rinse, but clean these rims and get into all these nooks and crannies. This is it. And we're just going to kind of slowly go around here and try and get into all these cracks and crevices, as you might expect. Try not to miss anything. And then we're going to repeat this 3 more times for a total of all 4 rims on the car. We have come to the end of the car wash where I'm going to towel dry the car. Nice and light pressure, and just kind of going over the entirety of the car. Now this isn't going to get every single water droplet, and that is okay. It is a Scuffed Model 3 after all. So this is where I give you my thoughts on these products that we are reviewing today. I really like the new hose that I've got. This copper hose for $60 I think was well worth it, and I definitely would recommend it personally to a friend. I hope that I can consider all of you friends, and that if you made it this far in the video, that you would consider subscribing and liking to help me out. As far as the Sunjoe pressure washer goes, I give that a meh. I'm glad that I have it. I think that it was the right price for the product, but I am one of those people that would prefer to spend more money on something nicer and for it to meet all of my needs. So it works well for what it is. Would I buy it again? No. I think that I would go for a product that maybe had a longer hose and was a little bit more easily used whenever doing this specific thing, which is cleaning my car. I've also used the pressure washer to clean the house, but that isn't really the use case that I normally use the pressure washer for. It's mostly just to clean the car, and having to move it around multiple times while cleaning the car is just not really very functional. So I will be getting a new pressure washer in the near-ish future. Probably not near-ish enough, and maybe we'll do another review whenever that time comes. Wow, sure did get quite a bit of water off there, didn't it? We'll kind of go over it again and try and get some of this residual stuff. There are going to be water spots, guys. It's not perfect. And then the last thing that we were reviewing today was the foam cannon. I really like the foam cannon, and I think that for $20, it's a pretty darn good deal. Unfortunately, today wasn't a very good day to show you all of its capabilities because it did not foam up like you all might have anticipated. But trust me, it did the job that we expected it to do, and then some. Whenever it does foam up, it foams up really nicely. Today, though, the issue is that the water coming from the house is a little bit cold, and it overpowered the warm water that I put inside the foam cannon. So those are my thoughts. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, again, please feel free to like and subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I can do better for next time, feel free to leave me a comment. I look forward to reading them, and I will most likely reply to all of the comments that I receive, good, bad, and otherwise. So thanks again. I'll see you on the next one.